Our world is facing a pandemic, as we all know, Covid-19 or the coronavirus. And that unique challenge that is isolating men and women into their homes and away from community is leading to an increased use of pornography. Hello, friend, and welcome to a special edition of Sex Addicted Christian, Quarantine and Porn, a three-part mini-series that we'll walk through together this week. Our world is facing a pandemic, as we all know, Covid-19 or the coronavirus. And that unique challenge that is isolating men and women into their homes and away from community is leading to an increased use of pornography. It was my desire to step into this battle as pornography websites are stepping up their game to try to get you to look at pornography by offering free services. I wanted to step into this against them, directly against them, and help you to fight the fight of freedom that you so long for. I want to discuss with you a few different topics to help you fight in this battle. In this first episode, I want to answer the question, why am I looking at porn more now during quarantine? Life's circumstances expose us. They reveal to us things that we might not have known prior about ourselves. And during this time of being isolated and away from our communities and not connected to others in our world, combine that with access to pornography that we're seeing by pornography websites flooding the market with more free porn. Life circumstances and access to pornography are coming together in a way that's causing us to move into this more than we ever have before. So in this first point, I want to consider 4 different life circumstances that tend to put us into a position where we crave porn or sexual fulfillment more. The first of which is simply just boredom. We don't know what to do with our time. So when we don't know what to do with our time, we make poor decisions sometimes, whether we waste it, binge on Netflix. But for us who have struggled and continue to struggle with sexual addiction, pornography becomes an easy outlet. A second thing that happens in these circumstantial things in our lives is our normal coping mechanisms have been taken away from us. Where we used to go to the gym and work out, or go out to eat, or stop by the store and buy a new shirt. Many of these coping mechanisms that we usually use to deal with the things in our life that we don't like have been stripped away from us. And that leaves us more vulnerable to pornography. A third thing is simply the loss of control. COVID-19 certainly for most of us has made us realize we have no control over our lives. And control is something that we all long for and desire to have. Some of you have lost jobs or have reduced income. You can't pay for things that you would have been able to pay for before. You can't even go to the store and get toilet paper if you want it. And so we've experienced a loss of control in our lives, and pornography becomes an easy way for us to gain some sense of control back, because we know that we can simply log onto the internet, type in a search, look at pornography, experience some kind of sexual broken experience, but at least we know when we do this, we get this result. And so pornography becomes an easy way for us to attempt to get control back in our lives. A fourth circumstance in our lives that I believe is leading you into pornography more during this season is the conflict that you experience in your home. And we're going to talk a lot more about this in our later video this week. But for now, I want you to be aware that the conflict or the resentments or the issues relationally in your life can easily be an open door for you to go to pornography. You typically have escaped to work or hobbies. And these are things that, as we just talked about, coping mechanisms have been taken away. But a lot of times we look for other ways to deal with the conflict in our lives instead of actually facing it head on. So now you are face to face with people that you have unresolved conflict with. As we know from the 12-step program, Alcoholics Anonymous, they say resentments have ruined more alcoholics than any other thing. Your conflict in relationship with others Or think about this, your codependency with people you are isolated from now may be opening the door wide for you to lean into pornography as a way of escape. And I know I said 4 things, but let me give you a 1 bonus. When things are bad, we often want to feel good. And right now, things are bad for many of you. And I get it. This is a very tough time. Circumstantially, we're facing a lot of consequences to this thing that feel terrible. But I do not want you to believe the lie that you need to run to pornography when life is bad so that you can feel good, because it's a lie. It is a lie. And don't believe the lie, because I promise you, and you know from your own experience, that after you run to pornography as a way to feel good while things are bad, you know that at the other side of that, you're going to just continue to feel bad, if not worse. And this is a part of that cycle of addiction. So let's just talk for a moment as we kind of move into the second half of this conversation. We need to make connections between real life and fantasy life, because that's what's happening. Life circumstances are hard. They've tempted you. They've opened the door of opportunity, and you're choosing to live in a fantasy world instead of the real world. As we do this, I want to let you know about an assumption that I'm making. I'm assuming that you're watching this video and you actually want to change. I'm assuming that you want to stop looking at pornography. You want to stop masturbating. You want to stop lusting. So if that's you, if you really want to change, then this simple reflection will help you. As we've discussed in a previous video, I believe that porn really isn't your problem. Porn is simply a way that you are seeking to manage your life apart from God. So what I need you to do is I need you to bring the reflections from what we just talked about, how life's hardships tend to open the door for porn. And I need you to bring them forward to this moment. And in doing so, I want you to bring life's hardships before God instead of escaping to porn. Take a minute. Take an extra 5 minutes or 10 minutes. Make a phone call. Talk to someone instead of just giving in to the urge to solve the problem yourself. We have to bring these hardships before the God who loves us and cares for us. So I just need you to do a simple reflection. I want you to think about the last time you looked at porn or found yourself in a lustful state, or when you fell to the temptation and you masturbated, or you hired a prostitute, or you got into an online chat room. And I want you to begin to ask yourself the question, what was I feeling? What was happening in my life before that? What happened yesterday or the hours before? What are the things that are stressing me and the pressures that I feel? And what am I worried about? Or what do I fear losing? These kinds of questions will help you to really dive into what it is that you're really wanting. And instead, begin to bring things before God in prayer instead of running and escaping to pornography just so that you can live the fantasy world instead of the real world. So as I mentioned, I want to keep these conversations brief this week. I really want you to just simply do the thing that I'm asking you to do right now. So if you would, comment below or email me, jimmy@sexaddictedchristian.com, and let me know, what are the things that you find that you're trying to escape from in pornography? What is it about life that you don't like so much? What is so bad with real life? And I'm not saying that in any kind of sarcastic or rhetorical way, because I realize life is hard. It is challenging. We face lots of different issues and problems and sufferings. But I want desperately for you to stop running to pornography as the solution for life's hardships. And I want to see you begin to live the life that God has given you in the power that He provides. So before I let you go, I want to give you a gift. If you really want to dive even deeper into this, I've written a guide, The 4 Pillars of a Porn-Free Life, where we deal with the 4 things that I believe are necessary for you to experience the freedom that you long for from your sex or porn addiction, crushing the shame, cultivating community, uncovering the things that you can't see, and taking action. So it's a free gift from me to you. Don't hesitate. Go over to the website, sexaddictedchristian.com. You can download it right there from the homepage. And it's my gift to you as you seek to win this war against porn. I want you to succeed. I'm here to help you. I'll see you tomorrow for our second episode, Isolated into Community. I hope you guys have a great day. I look forward to seeing you again real soon on the next video.